Hello, everybody. Today we are looking at WWF Superstars from May 2nd, 1992. The show is taking place at the Kalamazoo, Michigan, uh, at the Wings Stadium. Vince McMahon says later on we'll be hearing from Randy Savage. Mr. Perfect is also on commentary. They say that it's Skinner taking on Ultimate Warrior later on. Plus, we'll see the Big Boss Man, Money Inc., High Energy, and more. The bell rings, and Big Boss Man runs down to the ring. His opponent is Mark Roberts. They go to a picture in picture with Big Boss Man. He says he's not afraid of whoever's coming after him, and he is ready. Big Boss Man finishes off Mark Roberts with a Boss Man slam and then handcuffs him to the ropes. We then go to an update with Gene Okerlund. He throws it to a video of what happened last week with the Berserker and the Undertaker. He then throws it to a promo with the Berserker and Mr. Fuji. Mr. Fuji says, "I told you." And then Berserker said, "I got my hands on you. I got my boots on you. And next time I'm not going to take it easy." And then he went, "Huss, huss," because that's what he does. Showed Berserker almost stabbing the Berserker almost stabbing the Undertaker and then beating him down, and then outside of the ring he gave him a pile driver on the concrete. Gene Okerlund then throws it to Paul Bearer and the Undertaker. Paul Bearer says, "You try to take out my Undertaker, it's gonna be over for you." And then Taker says, "Berserker, Fuji, rest in peace." We then go to the ring for another match, and Red Tyler is there. His opponent is Papa Shango. They then throw it to a picture-in-picture promo with Papa Shango. Papa Shango says, "Curse the living, raise the dead. The river is flowing, the river is red. Ha 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 ha." Papa Shango won with a shoulder breaker. Then go to the event center with Sean Mooney. He throws it to a promo with Tito Santana. Tito Santana says, "My quest to get to the top is getting closer. I don't care who I have to get in the ring with." He says that his martial arts training has been paying off. He says he has the fans behind him and nobody can stop him. Ole! We then go to Sid Justice with Harvey Whippleman. Sid says, "If you don't measure up, you're going to be cast aside." And he also says he is the master and the ruler of the world. The next match is Tatanka taking on squash guy Brian Costello. And then during the match, we go to a picture-in-picture promo with the model Rick Martel. Rick Martel says that Tatanka stinks so bad that when he gets into the ring with him, he's going to have to give him an extra dose of arrogance. Tatanka hits his finisher for the win. Rick Martel comes out with his arrogance. Tatanka tells him to take a hike. Rick Martel gets on the apron and Tatanka knocks him off. Tatanka tries to get him to go away, but Martel refuses. Tatanka then goes for a tomahawk chop off the apron, but Rick Martel sprays him in the eyes with the arrogance. Rick Martel then sprays Tatanka's eagle feathers with arrogance. And then we go to the event center with Sean Mooney. Sean Mooney throws it to a Virgil promo. Virgil says he's going straight to the top and he wants to thank the fans for being behind him. It then goes to Shawn Michaels and he says everybody's getting the wrong impression of Shawn Michaels. Aren't I a good looking guy? Yes. Aren't I the greatest wrestler? Yes. Everyone is jealous of me. They then show Tatanka in the medical room. He is in a lot of pain. Money Inc. comes out next with Jimmy Hart. Their opponents, Ron Cumberledge and Chris Hahn. IRS clotheslined Chris Hahn and pinned him to win the match. They then show Ric Flair planting a kiss on Miss Elizabeth and Miss Elizabeth going crazy and slapping him. They also show Savage pulling Ric Flair's tights to win the WWF Championship at WrestleMania 8. Okerlund announces that his guest is Randy Savage. Randy Savage comes out. Gene Okerlund then says, your win over Ric Flair, some people are saying is questionable because you pulled the tights. Randy Savage says, I did what I had to do. Randy Savage says he would have done the same to me. Okerlund says, some say you stole the WWF Championship. And Randy Savage says the only stealing that went on was Ric Flair stealing a kiss from Elizabeth. Randy Savage says, you got the kiss of death. You thought dropping the strap to me was bad? Well, wait until you're dropped by me. They then show Crush in a junkyard in full wrestling gear. I thought this was pretty funny. I think he was even wearing knee pads. Anyway, Crush then says, when I was a kid, I used to love baseball. And then it went to like this black and white picture of a kid holding a baseball and crushing it. Crush then says, I'm not playing games anymore. Tom Bennett and Dwayne Gill are in the ring. Their opponents are Coco Beware and Owen Hart, High Energy. They go to a picture-in-picture and Coco says, High Energy is going to beat all the teams. High Energy got the win after double drop kicks off the top rope. It is now time for the Ultimate Warrior to take on Skinner. Skinner spits in his eyes and Ultimate Warrior body slams him. Warrior hits a running splash and a running shoulder smash and a running splash for the pin and the win. We then go back to Sean Mooney, who throws it to a promo with the Beverly Brothers. The Beverly Brothers say they're undefeated and that they're the only team in the WWF that is undefeated. They say, LOD, you'll never be big time again. They then throw it to Sergeant Slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter says, I want to thank all the fans for being behind me. And there's a lot of men that I have to go after, one of them being the Mountie. He goes on to say, Mountie, you're just a stepping stone. The WWF Championship is what I want. You're all going you're all going to be dismissed. They announced that next week it is Sergeant Slaughter taking on the Nature Boy Ric Flair. They go to a promo with Sergeant Slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter says, "I'm going to beat Ric Flair." And then it goes to Ric Flair, who says, "I'm going to be styling and profiling." Woo! That's it for this edition of WWF Superstars. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back later with another video. Peace.